Hello and welcome to the session on the overview of the Billings app. Once you logged in, you'll be in the Enter Data tab. So on your left-hand side, you'll see a notification center where you'll be able to see messages that your teacher might have written to you. The messaging feature hasn't been developed yet, but still in process of being developed. Over here in the center of the page, you'll see the dates that need to be recorded. So this person hasn't charted for the last 6 days. And below, you'll see the current cycle. Now, please don't take notice of the detail of this particular cycle. I know that it doesn't make sense, for example, to have sticker 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. It's just random data, just for the purpose of a tutorial. The next tab is, going back down here, charting diligence. So if you click on charting diligence, it shows when each day's information was entered. So if there's a 0, that means that the data was entered on that day. If it shows number 1, like over here, it means that the data was entered 1 day late. And this is going to be especially useful for the teachers. It doesn't necessarily mean that the data was entered, but it was last changed, it was last edited on that day. If I just click on this one here, actually if I go back to this mode and click on this one, for example. So this we said had a 0, so it was on the right date. Now let's say that we make some change. This one and save. So we've added to this one the 6th day of the cycle. Now if we see charting diligence, it shows that it's 43 days late because it's showing the last date, the date of the last edit. It even shows the time at the bottom. Now we'll go to the next tab, chart history. So chart history simply shows all of the previous cycles. If you want to expand a cycle, click on the arrow turns, and you can see this cycle. Other people's charts. So I can see Damien Sawyer's chart. So I click here, and I can see all of his cycle. Obviously, it's just an example. Damien Sawyer doesn't really. He's just got random data in here as well. So this is a feature that if you're a teacher or you're viewing somebody else's chart, you'll have information here. If you're using it for the first time, obviously you won't be able to see anybody's chart unless they give you access. Messaging is a feature that's still being developed. Sharing. So if I want to share, people's chart I can see Damien Sawyer's chart. It's got a picture of him down here. If you want a picture of yourself to be shown, then, or a symbol of yourself, then I'll show you in another tutorial. Sharing, then my account. This is my sticker. My picture. Now label formats. By default, stickers are shown, but if you want to use symbols, then change to symbols, save options, then go back to enter data, and you'll see that instead of the classic Billings stickers, you'll see symbols. Now the next feature I'm going to show you is a feature It's to do with missing dates. So you'll see that here we have 2, 4, 5 missing dates, and each missing date is shown as a separate sticker. Now if I go to my account and collapse mode, save options, then I go back to enter data and look at the bottom, you'll see that all of the missing dates are collapsed into one sticker. This could be especially useful for breastfeeding or during pregnancy when somebody might not be charting, and it will make it look a lot easier to look a lot neater and be easier to navigate if you use that mode. Go back to my account and changing password, simply click here if you want to change your password, and setting your picture. You can set your picture through this website called gravatar.com, and I'll be showing that in another tutorial. The administration tab is only for a few users who have administration rights, so you most likely won't have that tab. The other thing is the language. So by default, the Billings app uses the language which your browser is set to. So your browser being Chrome or Internet Explorer or Firefox. You'll notice here that the date is in day, month, then year. So that's the Australian standard. But if I just click English, then by default it does the American standard, which is month, day, year. So if it's not displaying the way that you want it to, then just select a different language format. Whether that be English or Australian English. And finally, when you've finished, you can click log out. In the same way that you log out of your email, you log out of the Billings app. This concludes our session on the overview of the Billings app. I hope that this was helpful.